to our podcast, Pedagogical Panel. Today we are here with
AINARA, JEILYN,
I'm Mark.
and JOSSELYNE.
So before to start, let's explain some words vocabulary to understand our podcast. The first one is curriculum.
Well, the curriculum is the official document that explains everything the students must learn at the school, and it includes the subjects and topics for each grade, the goals of learning, so that what students should know or be able to do, the methods teachers should use in class, the way students will be evaluated, which is important, and so it is like a guide or map for teacher, for us. So we must follow the curriculum to plan our lessons and make sure students reach the final goal. The second word is CLIL.
Okay, so the CLIL means Content and Language Integrated Learning. CLIL is a modern teaching method. It means that students learn a school subject and a language at the same time. For example, learning science in English, learning history using English texts and discussions, or mathematics in English. In CLIL, English is not only a subject, it becomes a tool to learn real content. This makes learning more natural, useful, and connected to real life. What about curricular access, Max?
Yes, I know. Curricular access are the main parts of pillar of the curriculum. So they help organize teaching. So instead of teaching only grammar or vocabulary, the curriculum is divided into important areas such as oral communication like speaking and listening, reading, writing, language and cultural awareness, and finally language through the arts. This access shows the teacher how to teach and what skills to develop in students. They guide the process to reach the final goals step by step. So, what is the first CS of CLL, Ainara?
The first C's of CLIL is based on four important elements. What it means, B1 level, and content students learn real subjects like science, geography, or are using English. And communication students use English to speak, listen, read, and write, not only to study grammar. And cognition students must think, solve problems, compare ideas, and use critical thinking. And also we have culture students that learn about other cultures and also value their own. And they learn respect and tolerance. These four C's work together to make learning English more meaningful and complete for students. And as other point, we have cultural awareness. Cultural awareness means understanding that people in the world have different traditions, languages, values, and ways of living. And it includes respecting other cultures, knowing your own culture and being proud of it, and accepting differences without discriminations. Also, we have using English to talk about global topics like human rights, the environment, peace, or social justice. With cultural awareness, students don't only learn a language, they become more open-minded people. And also we have the exit profile. What can you say, JOSSELYNE, about
Well,
it?
the exit profile is our last word or last concept, and I think it is the more important for this part because the exit profile is a description of how students should be when they finish school or college. For example, when they graduate from high school. So it explains what level of English they should have. In this case, here in Ecuador is B1, as you know. Then what skill they must show that are speaking, reading, writing, and listening. And also what values they should practice. honesty, responsibility, respect, and critical thinking. So, how they should be act like citizens. They can be ethical, inclusive, and also ready to participate in society. So basically, the exit profile is the final goal of the curriculum. Everything in the curriculum helps students reach this profile. Well, today we are here because we want to talk about an important topic that is BGU, English curriculum. And I think this is the base of our future profession. What do you think, Ainara?
Yeah, that's right, Jocelyn. And we need to understand this document very well. And tell us, Mark, and what is the main message of this curriculum from the beginning?
The message is that the curriculum is made for everyone. So it's understand that in Ecuador there are people who speak many languages and not only Spanish. Okay? Because of this, we must be inclusive in the classroom and promote fairness and justice.
Yes, I think that it's a very modern idea because this curriculum asks us to be teachers, just not teachers to help students become citizens, because we know about innovation and solidarity. So they have to use English as a tool. And what do you think that is the most important method, JEILYN?
Okay, so I think the most important method is CLIL.
Yes.
It means learning the language while learning other subjects. We don't separate English from real life, is what I mean. What do you think, Mark?
I think CLIL is say that English is a vehicle and to work well it use the 4 S's. For example, communication is very important. The goal is that students use English to speak and interact, not only to learn grammar rules.
Yeah, communication and also culture.
Yeah, and I think, in my opinion, culture is also essential, and we must teach students to understand all their cultures and also feel proud of their own. And this helps them learn respect and solidarity. So, what do you think? Then?
So yes, I think adding cognition or thinking is also very important. As future teachers, we must help students use English to think, analyze, and give opinions, not only repeat words.
Yes, JEILYN. And with all of this must be student-centered because we need to be flexible. And I think if my future students, maybe they feel afraid to speak, my job as teacher is to motivate them and give them interesting activities till they feel more comfortable.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yes. For example, the final goal is clear. When a student graduates, they should reach, for example, level B1, according to international standards. So the whole curriculum is created for this goal.
Yeah, Mark. And I think the curriculum also reminds us that we are not only language teachers, but also guides for young people. And we must teach with values, ethics, and honesty.
Yeah, I agree with that, Ainara. In conclusion, CLIL, communication, thinking, and B1 as the final goal. This is the base of everything. What do you think, Mark?
Yeah.
Is it
The
right?
curriculum divides teaching into five main areas of curricular acts. For example, we have oral communication, reading, writing, language and culture awareness, and finally, language through the arts.
Okay, yes, I think so. I think the oral communication as is the most difficult to achieve. We will need to plan many group activities, give them support, give them step by step, be with them, and create a safe environment so they can practice without feeling embarrassed and they can gain confidence.
Yes, I think it's a very good idea. And also in reading. In reading, our work does not finish when they understand the words. So we must teach them to read, to analyze ideas, and compare information. Because this is where they have the critical thinking is used.
And that's why the cultural awareness access is very important for us as future teachers. And we have to use English to talk about important topics such as human rights, the environment, the social justice, and it gives students a tool to become more and better citizens. What do you think, Mark?
Yes. For example, and the language through the arts, X is a Greek word for CLIL. So using songs, poems, or videos in English make the class more real and motivating.
That's right, Mark. Now let's talk about B1 in practice. We know that a B1 student makes mistakes and he pauses when speaking. As teachers, we must be patient and flexible. If they make pronunciation mistakes because of Spanish, it's okay. The important thing is that they know how to communicate.
Yes, JEILYN, this is a very good reflection of our future work because the goal is functionality, not perfection, right? So we must use an formative assessment as evaluation because students must see their progress, not only the grade.
Yeah, and another point, and with this we close the circle because if we evaluate in fair way and give support, we are promoting the integrity and academic honesty that the exit profile asks for. And Mark, what do you think about
That's
it?
right. Now, for example, in conclusion, the 5 acts are the ways to reach B1. Always thinking about the student, critical thinking, and the real use of English.
And to be teachers, I think who promote innovation by using modern methods like justice, by being inclusive, and solidarity by teaching with values.
Yes, guys, our future role will be to guide and motivate students. It's an exciting responsibility, don't you think, Joss?
Yeah, so with this we'll leave with all the certainty that understanding this principle now is that all made the best professional that our country needs. Just think, Mark.
This real reflection about the curriculum is the best preparation we can have. Thank you for watching.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
all for watching.
See you in the next podcast.
Bye.